What's up, guys? It is Friday morning, day, I don't know, 132, 100, I don't know. Sunday was day 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, maybe. I think it's 134. I don't know why I have the toughest time remembering that and, just, I should be able to just think it out, but I have to say it out loud in order to refresh my memory. It's dumb. So yeah, it's Friday. I am about to take my mom to work. Then I am going and getting my hair cut and stuff. I got another call about an interview, I scheduled the interview, but I'm almost 100% sure that it is yet another of the door-to-door sales places. I don't know what it is that, I don't know why I attract that so much. I think honestly they are willing to hire anyone that even remotely looks like they have any kind of sales experience. I don't know. But I called the lady, she called, she left a message, I called her back, I set up the interview, and when I asked her essentially what the position was, she gave me the company line that I've heard several times now. Well, it's a customer service sales position that we're looking to hire more for manager in training, and our training is usually 12 to 18 months. Yeah, okay. And then when you go in for the actual interview with the person, that's when you find out that it's door-to-door sales. So I'm going to Google them when I get home and try and find some more concrete information on the company, because I went to the company's website, and the thing about company websites and their whole mission statement and their about us and everything on their websites is it is all doublespeak, so that when you read it, you still have no clue what it is the company does. I read their mission statement, their vision, which I'm pretty sure mission statement and vision are the same thing, and they kind of said the exact same thing, which was nothing at all. So I don't know. I'm just so tired of these scam places. I want one of the places that I applied for, that I know what the position is, to call me back about an interview. That's all that I want. I don't want any of these pyramid schemes, any of these door-to-door sales jobs, any of these, we'll hire you and give you the tools you need to succeed, but you need to build your own client base, which essentially is them saying, we want you to contact all your family and friends and, try to sell them these lovely Cutco knives. Something like that. I'm tired of pyramid schemes and scams. I just want a job that I can turn into a career that I'm good at and happy doing. That's all that I want. Something that will allow me to tell my mom, you know what, you don't have to work at that shitty, innovative teleservices anymore. That's all I want. I know it's a lot to ask for when you have no higher education. I understand this. If I had it to do over again, I would not have, taken the year off that I took off after high school. I would have made damn sure, too, that, my registering for the selected services went through, so that I wouldn't have to put up with the BS that I have to put up with every time I, get the hinkling that I want to go back to school, and then I do all this stuff to try and go back to school. I fill out my FAFSA and all that, only to get a letter saying you're not registered for the selected service. Then I got to jump through hoops to try and find out what I need to do in order to correct that. And instead of getting a letter saying that you're good, I get a letter that says, well, we can't prove that you didn't intentionally not register. I did register. That's the thing. That's the problem. I did register. It's not on me that your company doesn't show it. Sorry, I'm a little heated this morning. On top of all of this crap, we got a letter today from the Department of Human Services saying that they're cutting off our food stamps because we didn't return our 6-month review in time when I went in to the building and handed it to an agent the day that, it was supposed to go in. Now, yes, it was the very last day we had to turn it in, but I frickin' turned it in, and don't tell me I didn't, because I spent 2.5 hours in line at your stupid building because you people don't know what you're doing and can't frickin' do your jobs. I wouldn't be as upset if it weren't for the fact that we've had the same worker, every time we've been on food stamps, and that woman does not answer her phone and does not return calls. We have never, ever. My mom has called and left messages for that woman so many times. Anytime there's a discrepancy with our food stamps, she never calls us back. We always end up having to go into the building to find out what the heck is going on with our food stamps. Now, I know that the saying is you shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, and a lot of people have a strong bias against people who receive food stamps. It isn't that we want to be on food stamps. We don't. We don't want to be on food stamps. I want to be working, and I think I've gotten that point across. It's just, I don't know. I'm frustrated. So I ended up calling this woman and leaving her a message, and I told her, it's fine if you can't talk to me. Here's my mom's number too. You can call her. She works these times, but we need to find out what we need to do to correct this issue because I went in and I returned that paperwork. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. I'm going to quit my complaining and bitching, and I gotta go take my mom to work. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. What's up, guys? So I just got out of the barber. I don't know how well you can tell. Got the head shaved, got the beard trimmed up and lined up a little bit. Not too thrilled on the beard. My beard grows in weird, and I probably should have had her trim it a bit shorter. But, yeah, what can you do? So now I'm headed back to the house, and I got a couple things I need to do there. I need to Google that job place that I was talking about that called me this morning. I want to see if there's any kind of complaint line for the Department of Human Services that I can contact about this debacle with our paperwork and our worker. But I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, I'm headed back there, gonna take care of some stuff, and then I gotta go get my mom for lunch at around 4, and I don't know if she's bringing me back to the house and then taking my car for the rest of the day or what. We got somebody coming to the house around 5:30 to look at the paneling in the basement, to see if the paneling needs to be replaced because of the flood. So yeah, we'll see what goes on with that. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. What's up, guys? So I'm going to try and make this quick since I wasted time recording it once with no audio once again, and then had to shut my phone off and turn it back on. So hopefully I'll get it done before my mom gets out here. Essentially, I'm here to pick my mom up. After I got my hair cut, I went home, just kind of relaxed for a couple hours. Then I had to go back to her work to get her for lunch. I took her and one of her work friends, and we went over to this Coney Island near her work. And then I brought them back and dropped them off and headed home so that I could be there when this guy that the landlord was having come out to look at the paneling in the basement was coming out. So he came out and he had a guy with him because he's actually a painter, I guess, not really a handyman. So he brought someone with him who does that stuff, and they checked out the basement. And I have a feeling that the reason our landlord had them come out is that he didn't like the answer that the normal handyman gave him, because the paneling is like all along the line. You can see where it's discolored because of the water from the flood. And the lower paneling, because we actually have two different kinds of paneling, and then there's a little bar to hide the seam. But the lower paneling is all kind of bowed out and warped. So they, the original handyman came out and looked at it and said, yeah, you know, that definitely needs to be replaced, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that the landlord wants to replace it, so he's trying to get a second opinion that says he doesn't have to. That's my theory anyway. So these guys came out, but they were in agreement. They're like, yeah, absolutely, that something needs to be done about this. And then I also pointed out to them the crack in the foundation in a different part of the basement, because nobody seems to be paying attention to that. And if they replace the paneling and replace all the carpet in the basement, what's going to be the point if there's a crack in the foundation and it's just going to keep leaking whenever it rains hard, you know? So the guy looked at that and he's like, oh yeah, absolutely, you know, he's like something definitely needs to be done about that. He even stuck his pocket knife in it at one point and was like, yeah, that's hollow. So I'm glad that somebody finally looked at that. That's really all that happened today. I'm going to let you guys go. I will talk to you tomorrow. They're getting out of work here, so I will get this uploaded tonight along with yesterday's video, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.